Hello, welcome to Iron Dinos. I'm Shaun. On the go keeps making Metroid videos. Basically, we've hit a couple of snags, technical issues basically with my capturing. It was a massive pain in the arse. They're going to take a little bit longer, so I thought, well, we need to release something on Friday. What could it possibly be? Who doesn't love Super Mario 3? I'm playing this on the Nintendo there we go. I'm playing this on the digital console. Haha, just for fun. Why not? Thought I'd knock out the first level, give a couple of thoughts on this, and then this could be like a little ongoing thing. If we ever need a little something, if we're a little behind, or we just happen to need something to fill the gap, I'll do another level of Super Mario Bros. 3. Because, I mean, who doesn't absolutely love this game? I played this on a mate's NES way back in the day, because I didn't have an original NES. And then I got... So the first version, I don't think we ever completed it. We could certainly get to Bowser's level, using the warp whistles and stuff. But I know we always had a problem... Like, I'm sure most people will agree with this. The sun was just the most horrifying thing in the world. Oh. Sorry, I haven't played this in many years. Oh, Jesus Christ. I haven't played this for many years. I've got to be honest, I thought I'd get through the first level without getting hit, but here we are. Yeah, so I played this random mates all the time. We had an issue with that sun. That was around the point where it started getting hard for us. So we we'd use the warp whistles. We certainly got to Bowser's End Castle. I don't remember seeing the end of the game with him. But you know, this was in the... There we are. I knew there was one in here somewhere. This was in the late 80s. Maybe at best the very early 90s. Possibly, because otherwise we'd, you know, a little while later I got the All-Star version on my own SNES, and that was where I played a lot of these games properly for the first time. That's the first time I beat Super Mario Brothers, the original, and I did both run-throughs of that. I know you can keep playing it, it keeps getting harder and harder and harder, but once you beat it once, you got the star, and I didn't feel that that was the end of it, so... Oh, forgot about this. Yeah, I didn't figure that was the end of it, so it's at least worth completing once more, so I did that. I did the Lost Worlds as well. Mario 2, which I find to be one of the harder ones. I actually find Super Mario Bros. 2 tougher than 1 or 3. Maybe not the Lost levels. The Japanese Super Mario World 2, which is terribly tricky. That, which is, yeah, it's very tricky, but yeah, I always thought 2 is weirdly tough, considering its reputation as the we're talking about the American and European Mario Bros. 2, of course. It's a bit of a tricky one because it doesn't really... I'll go down here. The motion isn't really the same as the other games. The level design is different. This, that, and the other. A different way of interacting with enemies. So yeah, I just find it a bit tricky to get my head around. Whereas this, I've played time after time after time. God damn it! It's not the one I'm most familiar with. The one I'm most familiar is Super Mario World, because that was the first Mario game I personally properly owned. I guess unless you want to count, unless you want to be count the Great Giana Sisters, which I did have on the Commodore 64. I hasten to add before anyone gets excited and wants a copy, it was a pirate, as one used to do. Oh crap! As one used to do with Commodore 64 games. It wasn't a legally purchased copy. because if I'm not mistaken, that was sold for. Okay, how can I get through here? I think that was only sold for a very limited amount of time, and then our friends at Big N got rid of it. Is there something I'm forgetting here? I think you'd just run through there, couldn't you? Hey, whatever. We'll go fight Boom Boom, not a problem. So yeah. Mario was all the rage. We got Super Mario World, got every exit on that. You know, you and your mates eventually figure out how many there is, or that it was in an issue of like whatever Nintendo magazine happened to be out at the time, you know, official or unofficial. Ah, come on, dude. Took a hit from Boom Boom, that's embarrassing. Yeah, whatever Nintendo magazine was around at the time would have told you how many exits were around in total, so you'd run and find all those. My personal least favourite level in Mario World was Tubular. I think there's a kink in this where there is a power-up in there, but you have to activate it before you kill the enemy. Otherwise, it mother pus bucket. Otherwise, it despawns. I think that's the case there. I thought I was going to have Cheeps in it. It might be later in the game. Yeah, but yeah. So I would I'd run my way through Super Mario World all the time, and then eventually got, you know, the Mario All Stars collection, so I got to play all the rest of them, and a thoroughly fun time was had. Like, I was an 80s kid, so I was grown up on the old, you know, the really cheap old cartoon, which had Captain Lou Albano would rock up as Mario in these live action bollocks. In these live action segments, and then there'd be like an animation. I think there were 2 animations per show, so there was like a bit of Lou Albano animation, and then like another bit, and then it'd kind of cap off the episode. I forget exactly. It was a long time ago. I remember going to the cinema to see the Mario Brothers movie. I'm hoping the new one won't be as disappointing, or at least as baffling, because no one quite knew what to make of the Super Mario Bros. Movie when it first came out. I remember thinking it was kind of cool, but hello, you coming? There we are. I remember thinking it was kind of cool, but it wasn't remotely what I was looking for or hoping for. I think that's largely gone around. I mean, it's got a cult following today, and I'd be lying if I said I didn't still enjoy it as a terrible movie. I'm not going to sit and pretend that it's one of the best movies I've ever seen, but it's kind of fun. It's certainly no harm in it, and it's ridiculous seeing actors of the caliber, at least when they can be asked, of Bob Hoskins and Dennis Hopper doing that they're doing. But I think it's kind of kitschy. Like I say, as a cult thing, I very much enjoy watching it once every couple of years. When I was a kid, not so much. I was confused as to why it wasn't like the game, because it's still a problem to this day, and it's still something I'm a bit concerned about the next Mario movie, is like American studios get their hands on these games and they're like, okay, perfect, we're going to adapt it to movie. Great, what's the first thing you're going to do? Change absolutely everything about it except its name. Right, okay. Do you think there's a reason this thing has endured for so long? That maybe you're not thinking about? No. Like, I think Sonic did a good job. I think Sonic was a pretty good movie, but it still just immediately went, well, you know, it's going to be on Earth though. Why? Why did Sonic need to be on Earth? Why did I mean, it helps that Robotnik was Jim Carrey, but why did Robotnik need to be Jim Carrey and not like a weird egg-shaped man? Which is kind of the point. But we've got off track here. I don't think there was a track to begin with. This was basically just a bit of fun. Me playing some Mario, talking a bit about Mario, because I need a video for tomorrow. So, yeah, I hope you enjoy. If I make any more of this, I might knock some more of this out here and there just as a little kind of fun now and then thing when I need a filler video. So maybe I'll do another level later and actually come into this with some structure rather than it being... well, let's put it out this way. It's 22 hours before the next video needs to come out. I realised about half an hour ago the Metroid one was completely screwed and I need to work on it all weekend. So I've knocked this up in approximately 25 minutes from conception to when this is finished, to when I'm finished recording. So I hope this has been tolerable. I hope this has been slightly fun. See you next week. Bye!